Mark?
Here.
Erica? Here. Jeremy?
Here.
Mike Middlecamp is absent. MC?
Here.
JJ?
Here.
If you would, join me for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day you've given us. Thank you for the opportunity you have given us to be here and make decisions. Give us wisdom and guidance to make the right decision to honor you and honor citizens of this great community. In Jesus' name.
First item is approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Got a motion by Mark. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by MC. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign, and that is approved. Next item is the approval of the minutes for April 16th. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by MC. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Erica. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Those are approved. Next item is the approval of the April 23rd minutes. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Erica. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by JJ. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. It's approved. Next item is the city financials for April. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by MC. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by JJ. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. Those are approved. Next item is the April water and sewer financials. Do I hear a motion to approve? So moved. Motion by JJ. Do I hear a second? Second by Jeremy. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, like sign. Those are approved. Department reports. April Fire Department.
Only thing I really got, it was a busy weekend, I guess, and we all know, we got some trees down and stuff, those are factors. Nothing was damaged as far as homes that I can see. And then Friday night, there was a microburst just south of town, but most of it was in the city of Springdale. So it was a busy weekend, we were out till Sunday morning till about 10 o'clock. So, other than that, things are going good.
I just wanted to say that microburst like caught in my car on the way, and then the power line exploded on top of the car. And then when I got to downtown is when we realized we had no power. But I was a little afraid to get out of the car for a while because I didn't know if it was stuck coming back from the deal. So that was a fun start to the weekend.
Yeah, it was a good, interesting weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And police report.
Chief Person, good to be here tonight. You guys have last month's stats. They're pretty self-explanatory unless you have any questions. Thank you.
Thanks. April water and sewer report.
So the leak detection was really positive. They found 67 leaks, and there's a graph in this package. There's a graph that you can see. Good point is 96% of those were not visible, meaning we could not see them. If we couldn't have hired this company to dig into it and find out, we would have never known we had this. That's about 8 million gallons per month, right, Daniel? That's about 8 million. Yeah, 67 leaks. So we're in the right track. I think hopefully we can get it next few months. We can bring that water loss down. I think and then we hired 4 technicians, correct? Yes, ma'am. And we still have to hire one more and then director. But Mr. Mayor said he's waiting for the director to hire the last person named, so. And Daniel, you wanna take over the numbers, going over the rest of it?
I can. Next item, let's talk about the public works report that you have in your packet. One of the main items that we've talked about in the past is water loss. You'll note that we're sitting at a water loss of 71% this past month, or just over 22 million gallons. MC noted in that report that they identified about 8 million gallons in the study that they performed. I want to caution you that that number is an estimate. It's likely higher than that. Once leaks in excess of about 20 gallons a minute, it's very hard to identify the flow rates that those are, so they really don't know. Again, it is an estimate. And since all of these, or the majority of these, were subsurface, they were all found by utilizing a listening device. So again, there's no visuals associated with it. We show this, the water loss that we show, I want to urge a little caution that hopefully it's a little bit less than that. If you remember, we had to utilize our emergency connection for Springdale this last month, and the timing associated with reading that meter and reading the Bentonville meters that we have and doing all individual water meters can fluctuate that a little bit, so the number's really not going to be that accurate. Order of magnitude is still follows what we've been experiencing. The Public Works Department has been working on these and actually started working on these corrections as soon as they were being identified in the field over a month ago. So our plan is hopefully over the next couple of months to have all these rectified. With one word of caution, that's what we've identified today. That's what was identified a couple of weeks ago. The system continues to age. You will continue to have breaks and water leaks in the system, so this is a recurring item. One item that the Water and Sewer Committee talked about, let's see how things progress. We may want to put this on the agenda about once every 2, possibly 3 years, to have this company come in and identify any potential leaks as we monitor our water loss, and just have it on a routine basis, which is not uncommon. A lot of cities, actually in this area, do that as well. You want me to go ahead and update on a few of the projects?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Just a quick update on some of the ongoing projects we have. The NACA project, we're about overall about 52% complete. Most of where we lack work is going to be with finishing up our lift station and finalizing the force main. We're only about 53% on the force main that we have, but our subcontractor's been off site for a short period, and when he comes back, he'll wrap all of that up in hopefully a short time frame. We're on schedule to have a certified completion by September of this year. That's per contract, but they're tracking a little bit sooner than that, and hopefully this rain will soon slow down and they'll be able to make some additional progress. So things are moving very, very well there. RDOT realignment project, we've got everything turned into RDOT. We've met with them again. They've decided they want to do an overall encompassing agreement with the city rather than design only. They want to do a design and construction agreement. So they're preparing that right now, and that will be coming before you, I hope, by the next council meeting, so we can get moving on that project. Let's see here. I think that hits all the high points on what we have.
There's one more thing that I'd like to discuss. We decided, because of lightning and storm we had, we want to be proactive and have a generator and design surge protection for lift station that we have on hand, so we want to step ahead. We don't want anything happen and then try to react to it. So Daniel is working with the electrical company to get a bid for that.
All right. Planning Commission report.
Good evening. Planning Commission report for the work session. We had a few lot line adjustments and a variance come before the Planning Commission. Two of these, well, one's called one a lot line adjustment. and want to track split. Both of those are in the planning area, in Benton County. Both of them are simple, essentially, taking and realigning and kind of creating a more uniform conforming lot on, for one couple, and another one is taking a larger, it's two parcels involved, kind of making a parent tract larger and then splitting another one in half, so there's like roughly maybe 3 2-acre lots. So pretty simple stuff on that one. Variance was for a building setback. It's located down on Doral Lane in the Fairway Valley subdivision. It's a odd shaped lot, triangular towards the back and it's kind of slid towards the rear. And they're wanting 2-foot side setback variance just because a very small corner of the proposed house plan is getting into the setback lines, and it's a road on that side. So it's not even a 7-foot setback, it's a 25-foot setback. They're asking for that to be east 22 feet. So still nothing real major with that. The bigger one is we've got a replat for Fairway Valley Phase 3, which is still part of that Doral Lane. They've got a couple lots in there. They want to close an existing or a platted easement that they had originally done, give 2 of those lots access to that easement, and then square off another one. So still not a major issue, but we're looking at the original plat. Did some research into why the easement was there, what it was originally intended for, and if that's still the way they want to go versus what their future plans are overall for the Fairway Valley. So if y'all have any questions again for the 2 rezonings you have before you, we'll get to those later this evening, and we'd like to answer those questions. Any questions? Thank you.
Next item's engineering report.
Back at, I know too, we've got, starting out with the RDOT State Aid Overlay Project. Cassie's moving forward with obtaining easements. So she'll be knocking on those doors over the next few weeks. Nothing has changed on our ANRD and FEMA flood mitigation grant. We'll find out something probably late fall if we were awarded that, and that's the grant for the work down on the bow tie lot, in addition to Wagon Wheel Road that we applied for. Adam has also opened up the state hazard mitigation grants. Once again, they're due I believe next week, the end of next week. And we're going to be submitting again the low water crossing there on Bright and Midway. It's been submitted twice before, and also with the state aid overlay that's moving in that area that may help us compete a little bit better for that drainage project. And just a reminder, these funds were utilized on the Pace Lane project we did several years ago, so we've had some success with those grants. The West Wallace Road TAP project that we have, the sidewalk project. We've submitted those plans to RDOT, and we have received comments back. Our goal is in the next few weeks to turn back around to them for a second review, and hopefully get moving soon on advertising for bids there. And last but not least, our traffic signal project on 112. We did receive comments back from RDOT on how to move forward. They've agreed with our method to move forward, and we're hoping to have those out in a few more weeks. Turn back around in a few weeks and submit it back to RDOT for their review. Any questions?
Thank you. Next item's the attorney's report. Our city attorney's traveling. We do have one of his partners here, Tom Kicklack, as a support, basically for any legal questions we may have throughout the night, but you don't have a report. So, next item is the recorder's report.
I don't have anything unless the council has questions about the financials.
Do what?
I don't have anything unless the council has questions about financials.
Thank you. Next item is the mayor's report, and mine's very brief tonight. I just want to recognize the great job by the fire department, police department, and public works through the recent storms. They assisted in different ways throughout our city, and in some cases in the surrounding communities. They helped to open roads, ensured public safety throughout the weekend, and I want to take this moment to say thank you for all they did. Our next item is public comments, and again, since we've had so much discussion and been over this, and in the interest of keeping things moving at a reasonable pace, we are going to open the floor for comments, but we are at the same time going to set the time limit on it for 2 minutes per comment, and with the goal of being done within about 30 minutes or so. So if you would, and I would appreciate, since our matter tonight deals with the Cave Springs side of it, if the Cave Springs people could come first and then followed by everyone else. So do I have someone wanting to? Please state your name and address before you start.
My name is John Rex. I live at 1498 Mount Hebron. And I just feel like there was some confusion at the onset of this process. And I believe the first time I ever spoke to you, you seemed surprised at what I had to say. And then it's dawned on me here, Blake, like I said, nobody's voted yet, so I'm not going to speculate how anybody's going to vote, but I'd be a fool not to prepare for an up or down vote. And you'd be surprised how hard it was to find a law firm in Northwest Arkansas that wasn't either conflicted out or otherwise didn't want to touch it. I had to go all the way to Harrison, Arkansas to get one, but I do have one now, and I have one on retainer. And the sad part to me is I'm not going to stand here and threaten legal action because I'm not an idiot. I don't know if I have a case yet. But, and I think she's here tonight. I've seen one of the FOIA requests they filed, and it went to Tammy. And just earlier this year, we were across the counter talking about what they were going to do with 112 and whose house was going to get wiped out and not. And it's like, just even me going through the process of trying to build a case, if I indeed do have to try to extend this fight, like I said, nobody's voted, but if I do, it's like, I'm going to run with people that just earlier this year I could have had a cordial conversation with are now going to hate my freaking guts. But at the same time, I can't leave without putting up a fight. And it's just, well, I told you, JJ, I'd hate to be in your position, but man, my position sucks too, because I can't leave without a fight, and I can't look and start pulling any string I can find. I just don't want to have to do that, because I mean, me and MC, like we talked about, since he had the gas station down there, gosh, it's a bad spot to be.
Hi, good evening. I'm Shannon Stanton. I live at 1965 Stratzman Lane. You all know me. I didn't come prepared tonight because it's been one heck of a week with all the stuff going on. I guess the only point I want to drive home is that I know you all received our petition from the homeowners. We were pretty united, more than 60% saying that for our various reasons, we all have those, and I've discussed mine with you. Mr. Rakes has his, some of the other homeowners have theirs, but for various reasons, we stand united, and if this was a public vote, 60% would be a no vote, and that is saying something. So if I just say that you are an elected body, and I realize it's very desirable, Scissortail, and you probably have the desire and the ability to acquire it. I'm not satisfied with the full financial picture, but if you are, all I'm saying is the way you're acquiring it, your citizens have spoken loud and clear, this is not the way to do it. And there's always more than one way to get to a solution. But I feel that right now we're trying to drive this single solution. And I would ask you to stop and listen to your citizens. So,
Anyone else from Cave?
Hi, I'm John Stanton. I'm from 1965 Strathman. I also came unprepared just because part of me's tired. I'm frustrated. I share John Rake's frustration. You're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. Like many people here, my wife and I work extremely hard for what we have. Literal sweat, blood, and tears. But more importantly, planning and patience. And so to lose anything that we have due to the perception of lack of planning, something rushed, questioning motives, perception of deceitfulness, is just hard to swallow. To feel like our elected leaders didn't show the same diligence, patience, proper planning that I know we've poured our heart and soul into, it's difficult. It's hard for me to look each of you in the face because I know each of you have put in exceedingly difficult hours and commitment. So I'm not personally attacking anyone, but I can't help but wonder. I'm a reasonable man. I don't like to make stuff up when I don't have answers. But when I go to sleep at night wondering, what about this? What about that? It makes me wonder, well, if this has happened, what else do I not know? So I'm frustrated. For a lot of reasons that I can logically explain to myself, I oppose this. And I try to resist the temptation of just opposing it out of spite or fear or unknown. But what I want to challenge you is to reinforce what my wife said. The citizens of Cave Springs have been united. And we've spoken. And maybe you know better than me, but do you not represent us? Okay, I feel like I'm rambling. Thank you.
Joan Voss, 1901 Stratford. Years ago, we petitioned the city of Cave Springs to take in Strathman Lane. We paid the fee. You took us in. Don't throw us out, please.
Next. Okay, anyone?
Jason Zumwalt, 8509 West Fork Hill Trace, Scissortail. Mr. Riggs, your shirt is awesome. So that's my question. I believe I saw an interview on 4029 this week that had, I believe JJ and the mayor talking about response times be the same. Do you know how long the average person can hold their breath? Not including Michael Phelps. 60 seconds. You know how far it is from the fire station Mr. Jordan runs to our house? It's a 1.5 mile difference from fire station 8. If you're driving 9 miles an hour, which I doubt you can, I hope Mr. Jordan's a great driver, he's driving a fire truck, but down these curvy roads, that's an extra 1.5 minutes that someone in our family has to breathe, cannot breathe, if we have a fire. I ain't talking emergency response times, I'm talking fire stations. That's important. You have people over here crying and upset with you to not leave. I gave you last week a quote by Bon Jovi. I'll give you a quote this week by Eric Church. Don't break heart. You're breaking their heart.
by kicking them out. Please. My wife is over at Rogers right now. No power, no electricity. I don't know how we can have this vote between these two cities and where we're at today. And the destruction that's in Rogers, not so much in Cave Springs. We did have some destruction in our neighborhood, not much, but some. But I don't understand how we're doing this today. It's very, very disheartening. So, please, do what's right for the people that want you here, that voted for you to be here. Thanks.
Carolyn Aiken, I live in Rogers, 4304 South 86th Street. I just want to say, please listen to your people. And I would like to stay in Rogers so that I can vote the way I'd like to vote about what's happening in Rogers tonight. I would like to be able to continue to vote in Rogers. Thank you.
My name is Michael McIntyre. I'm new to the community. I live in 984 Hillcroft Terrace. Last time I was city attorney was 2060, 2064, or 1960. Yeah, 1964. I'm new to the community. I don't know much about this project, except that it seems to me, what I've heard, that this is contrary to the normal planning process. There's a master plan, and to change the master plan by activity, by reversing it or contradicting it, seems to me to be the tail wagging the dog. And it's an insult to the people who put the master plan together with all the time they spent to put the master plan together, and then all of a sudden to decide that it's not working really quick. Seems to me you have to refer this to the Planning Commission and let them go through their hearings and let them go through their studies and then make a reasonable decision. Thank you.
Thank you again for the opportunity to provide public comments. Thank you for all taking notes. We talked about active listening and you all have demonstrated this. Yesterday and today, I drove around through Rogers, Neil Clemens. I live in Scissortail, 4312 South 86th. But I drove around Rogers. I pulled over at a couple of spots and I got out and I hugged the neighbors. I didn't know them, but you could tell they were hurting because of a natural disaster that was out of their control. We feel like this is a disaster out of our control, but it's not natural. It's political. And that's unfortunate that we have such a cloud over Northwest Arkansas right now because of what happened out of an act of God. You could provide a ray of sunshine if you would listen to your people and the people in Rogers that are asking you to please don't go through with this. We said the Pledge of Allegiance. Our government talks about of the people, by the people, and for the people. I would ask you to take that to heart. And please stop this swamp. Thank you.
My name is Reed Thornton, Scissortail. I had a choice this evening. I could have gone to Rogers City Council meeting or come here. Rogers being my city. But I thought that was a waste of time because my councilman told me the last time I was there, he was gonna vote for the detachment of Scissortail. And I said, why? Well, he said, well, it's for the good of the city. So I think that's a lost cause. So I'm standing up here tonight, hoping that you support your residents and that you listen to them and vote no. I think you'll love this. It's gonna make me feel a lot better if you support your residents, because I think I'm gonna be one of them soon. So please listen, demonstrate that you're listening, and don't give up your people. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yes. Good evening, I'm Mike Maloney. I live at 448 West Wallace Road here in Cave Springs. In 1992, our property was annexed into the city of Cave Springs because of fear. We were told that the city of Rogers was going to come and take us over. But we never asked the question, what are we afraid of? What was the intent of that move? Well, it was just basically, as one gentleman described, it was political. Because politics were coming into play very closely, Mr. Mayor, in that decision. So we formed a coalition, we got together, and we annexed into the city of Cave Springs. We were offered nothing. And what did we get? Nothing. I've lived at 448 West Wallace Road since 1980. Do I have a water line from the city of Cave Springs? No. Do I have Cox Cable? No. Do I have a gas line? No. Have I been offered any city services? Never. So, if the city of Cave Springs wants to take in a big chunk of Rogers, or vice versa, what are you gonna do? Annexation law says basically, all you have to do is provide police protection, fire protection. Question being, do we still have a volunteer fire department we pay volunteer fire dues to? Do we pay dues every year to our fire department in the city of Cave Springs?
Yes.
Okay, do the people in Rogers have to pay fire dues? There's an anomaly for you. Ladies and gentlemen, don't take on what you can't serve. And that's basically what the city has done for a long time. They've taken on project after project after project. They have not been able to serve the people. It would be an injustice to the people of Rogers. Thank you.
Anyone else? If not, we'll go ahead and close the public comment section. And the next item on the agenda is old business. The public works staffing was covered during our water and sewer report. Just want to follow up on the community building. The new roof is on it. The new rafters in place, and it's got nice straight lines. Looks very good. We've got our side porches on and the front steps, and things are continuing to move fairly quickly, so that is progressing. Next item on the agenda is new business. It is an ordinance to concur and accept ordinance 2417 of the city of Rogers. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and place this on third and final reading by title only? So moved. Got a motion by JJ, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mark. Is there any discussion? If not, roll call. Okay.
So, I just asked. With the community building, I was gonna vote no. But we listened to our residents. We all got the petition for approximately 160 acres to say no So my calculation, that's about, I don't know, 3 to 5 major housing developments. Approximately, I don't know. More like probably 4 to 5. So if we listen to all those citizens at the community building where I was gonna vote no, I think we really need to listen to our current residents now. And I also border a different town. And I would be doing exactly what these residents are doing at Cave if it was me in their shoes. I don't know, Mark, would you be doing the same thing? Or would you go?
Not sure.
Not sure, okay.
Depends.
Yes, so that's my comment.
Any other comments?
This is just to put it on last reading, right?
This is to put it on third reading.
That's it.
That's it.
No, I got that myself.
Okay, sure.
All right, roll call.
Erica,
Yes for last reading.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
By title only here. An ordinance concurring accept ordinance number 24-17 of the City of Rogers, Benton County, Arkansas, calling for detachment of certain territory of the city of Cave Springs, Arkansas, and the simultaneous annexation thereof in the city of Rogers.
Okay, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mark, discussion?
Yes, I have a discussion on this. I first want to thank everybody for their time coming here. I want to thank the council because I know everybody put a lot of time on it, and I think everybody's heart is in the right place. They want to make the right decision for city, regardless of how they vote. But a couple of things I want to cover that made me, the decision I want to make is going to be based on these. Number one is going to be, I feel bad for people in Rogers that are forced to perhaps come in here. However, honestly, my most concern, most importantly, I'm worried about my own resident in Cave Springs right now. That's what I'm working on, not necessarily. Now, if you are in Cave Springs, definitely I will listen to you. But my concern on number one is this has to go through the bond money, and bond money needs to be approved by resident, meaning it has to go on the ballot, it gotta go yes or no. And if it doesn't approve like we did last time for sewer and what I did for community building, people voted against it. So when we say we're gonna get bond money, $15 million based on calculation that Daniel had, maybe we get it, maybe we don't get it. Correct? Am I correct or am I wrong, Tom? Okay. And then looking at this utility contract, at most I say it's vague. I don't like it. I have gone back and forth with Tom and Justin and Daniel and Mr. Mayor. There are issues in this contract, 8.1 and 8.3 particularly are not clear. Good faith doesn't mean anything to me. Good faith, I mean, you talk to somebody, say, oh, we have a good faith, okay, we have a good faith. But I want to see, I had to specifically ask Mr. Mayor, I've asked Justin, I've asked Daniel, that I want to know if the obligation through 8.1, 8.2, and 8.3 Rogers has for funding and governmental organization, have they got okay from them? Have they talked to them? Do we have a copy of that agreement? I have not yet to see that. And the last communication from that I got, that Tom, correct me if I'm wrong, says that I believe, that's what Tom said, I believe that's a fair statement to make. That my question was that I don't think we have any approval from them or we know how much is going to how much they owe, because tomorrow if one of my questions is, what if it's finished, we got sorted to them in 3 years, 4 years? What obligation is left on that lift station with the bond money that they have got, or whatever funding they have got? I'm not sure. So that's another, maybe it's a good idea, but at some point when it's time to go through it, I feel like we're rushing through this without understanding it. That's just maybe I'm dumb, I don't know, perhaps. My other concern is really that my big decision is, I've been on council for 12, 14 years, something like that, I don't exactly remember. In fact, I know Tom from years ago. This is one of the most difficult decisions I want to make. However, as Erica said also, when the community building, I wasn't sure about which way I was going to go. When I came in, I saw all those citizens for it, and JJ made a good case for it. I said, great, we're going to go with that. However, looking at the position we are right now with water loss, with the lack of, we just hired 4 new people, yes we did, all the issues we have, and our citizens are coming here saying we don't want to leave. They came to us, we got them, we accept them, annex them in our city. Now we're going to tell them we're going to let you go because I think it's going to be better in future, Cave Spring in that part. I don't agree with that. I feel like they stood by us, we need to stand by them. Thank you. My vote would be no for this.
You heard my comments, I jumped the gun, sorry.
Anyone else?
I think I'm going to speak really briefly just to say this is definitely the most difficult decision that I've been asked to make on the council. I've only been on the council for a little under a year. But this is the most difficult decision that I've been asked to make. People have brought up the community building several times. I thought it was really great to see people from the community come out and be passionate about the community building. But at the end of the day, that is not why I made the decision to support the community building. And I think I made as much clear whenever I pitched my case for the community building. I thought it was a good opportunity to stimulate growth in downtown Cave Springs. I think if we're asking our private business owners in downtown Cave Springs to invest in making downtown Cave Springs a place that people want to be in the future and increase commercial activity in that area, I thought that was an important goal for us. And so, you know, folks, I've listened to everything everybody has had to say for the past couple months. I absolutely hear everything that you're saying. I feel like I have spent close to, I mean, I'm not 100% sure how many hours I've spent during my last semester of law school when I have 2 small children and a business to run. I'm not quite sure, but I know it's more than dozens, right? Maybe over 100 hours. And I spent quite a bit of time just on the phone with Alec, who's my new shoe buddy. You know, I've met a lot of nice people through this process. And the truth is, this is a difficult position to be in, like Mr. Rake says. But also, like Mr. Rake said on his shirt, math never lies. And to me, the math has looked, since the beginning, very good for Cave Springs. And when every one of our consultants that's paid by the city to give us advice agrees on that, you have to wonder if you're coming from a place of motivated reasoning when you're so set and sure that they're wrong. And so many of us up here work in numbers. That's how we've made our livings. And so as I've said many times before, the disrespect and the flippancy that has been shown many times has just really shown me a different side of public service than what I had seen before. To my Cave Springs residents, you guys have been absolutely 100% kind and honest and forthcoming, so I appreciate you guys. Ms. Young, if I felt like we were throwing you out of the city and that there was going to be something that was bad going to happen to you in Rogers, I promised you that I would not vote the way that I feel like I'm going to vote. I understand, and that's the thing is, it really does come down to preferences, and it comes down to the preferences of a couple of dozen individuals versus what I think is better for the growth of the city, and I have to do what I think is better for the growth of the city, no matter how hard that is. So thank you for your time. Thank you guys for coming out.
Anyone else?
Well, I just want to bring up one other thing. There were 90 residents that submitted a petition that they didn't want added to their development, and we listened to them. And I know that, yes, it's only 10 people on that petition, but the number of acres they make up is almost 160 acres. So to me, they make up more than that development that we listened to at 90 residents. But we listened. I've gone back and forth numerous times. That's it.
Anyone else?
I mean, it's a difficult decision, there's no doubt, I'll just second that, and I feel like the right thing to do is what you feel is best for the city. I'll just leave it there.
So most of y'all know that I just joined the first time this came up, and one of the things that I've had to take in, it says in our Rhode Island City Council thing, each council member is elected at large by all voters across the city to serve the best interests of the city. And I've struggled with that since then. I've tried to answer every one of you. When I took this on, my business was booming. My parents' house hadn't been hit by a tornado. So this is one of the toughest things I've had to deal with on top of it. A lot of tough other decisions. And it'll probably be when I make the decision that I decide what I'm going to do. But I think that we have taken the time to listen to everybody, and I don't think that anyone has come across this decision lightly. And I know, regardless of which way we go, there's going to be people that are mad at us. And I just want to say that I think that we've all taken the best time that we can to make this decision. So I want to thank y'all, and hopefully, you know, we can still have pertinent discussions going forward and not hate towards each other, and because that's a real struggle for me. So thank you guys for taking the time.
All right. Roll call.
I want to say one more thing. I just want to ask the council, please take a look at contract. The contingency in the contract, if you buy a house and you have a contingency on it, if you don't remove it, you can't close it. Those contingency are there. So I haven't spent, like JJ asked, I haven't spent so much time on it. That's it.
Roll call.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
No.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica.
No.
And I vote yes, so it does pass. Next item is, there's not an emergency clause on this, is there? Then do I hear a motion to approve the emergency clause?
So moved.
Got a motion by motion by JJ. Do I hear a second? Second by Jeremy. All in favor say aye. Oh wait, no, this is roll call as well, I'm sorry. Roll call.
MC,
No.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
No.
Jeremy,
Yes.
And I vote yes. Or I can't. Okay, then the emergency clause doesn't pass. Next item on and what's the ordinance number on that?
2024-07.
07. Next item on the agenda is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement on automatic mutual aid between the city of Rogers and the city of Cave Springs. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ. Do I hear a second? Second by Jeremy. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. That passed. What's the number on the resolution?
2024-22.
22? Okay. agenda is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement for temporary provision of utility services. And, do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ, do I hear a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mark, discussion. All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, like sign.
No.
Okay,
Sorry, I was writing down.
aye on the no or on the yes?
Yes.
Okay. Do I break that one? Okay, let's roll call.
MC,
No.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
No.
Jeremy,
Yes.
And then I will say yes. So that passes. Next item, a resolution to waive competitive bidding to execute a contract for Five Star Paving for Sands Road resurfacing. Do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Motion to approve by Mark. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by MC. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign. That's approved, and that's 2024-24. Next item is an ordinance to rezone approximately 0.66 acres at 970 South Main Street from A1 to C2. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and place this on third and final reading?
So moved.
Got a motion by Eric, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by MC. Roll call.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
Okay,
Mayor, this is an ordinance to rezone approximately 0.66 acres located at 970 South Main Street from general agricultural A1 to general and highway commercial C2 in the city of Cave Springs, Arkansas.
do I hear a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Got a motion by Mark, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Jeremy. Roll call, or any discussion? Roll call.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Okay, that was approved. Next item is an ordinance to rezone 40.7 acres at 8072 East Brown Road from A2 to R1. Do I hear a motion to suspend the rules? Place that on third and final reading.
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by MC. Roll call.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Okay. Now,
This is an ordinance to rezone approximately 40.7 acres located at 8072 East Brown Road, 8074 East Brown Road, and 8078 East Brown Road from a mix of general agricultural A1 and suburban agricultural A2 to single-family residential minimum 1 acre R1 in the city of Cave Springs, Arkansas.
is there a motion to approve?
I'll move to approve.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by MC. Any discussion? Roll call.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Okay, that was approved. That's 2024-09. Next item is an ordinance amending the ordinance 2018-02 designating places for posting of ordinances. And do I hear a motion to suspend the rules and put this on third and final reading?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ,
I'll second that.
second by Mark. Roll call.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Okay,
2018-02 designated places for posting ordinances, declaring an emergency, which probably doesn't matter related to
Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ, second by Jeremy. Any discussion? All, roll call.
MC,
Yes.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy.
Second, yep.
All right. Okay, do I hear a motion on the emergency clause?
So moved.
Got a motion to approve
Second.
by Mark, second by MC. Roll call.
JJ,
Yes.
Mark,
Yes.
Erica,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
MC.
Yes.
That did pass. The next item is a resolution updating the signatories on the city bank accounts for the city of Cave Springs. Do I hear a motion to approve?
So moved.
Got a motion by Erica, second. Second by JJ.
By MC.
Okay, by MC. Do we have any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed, like sign, and that's approved. And that will be 2024-25. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Got a motion by JJ, do I hear a second? Second by Mark, thank you all.